Amazing coincidences. John Wilkes Booth's brother saved Abraham Lincoln's son from death. John Wilkes Booth and Abraham Lincoln reportedly had a coincidental family connection long before Booth shot Lincoln on that fateful day in April in 1865. Booth's brother, Edwin, was a somewhat famous stage actor who ardently supported the Union during the Civil War. While in a train station in New Jersey, Lincoln's son, Robert Todd Lincoln, leaned up against a stopped train, nearly falling onto the tracks as it started up again. Edwin Booth grabbed him by the collar and saved him just in time. The younger Lincoln recognized his hero and wrote about the incident, but it wasn't until years later that Booth found out who he had saved. A father and son were the first and last casualties during the construction of the Hoover Dam, 14 years apart. According to the United States Bureau of Reclamation, out of the estimated 21,000 people that worked on the building of the Hoover Dam, there were 96 deaths on the job site. Among the first was J.G. Tierney, who drowned along with his colleague on December 20, 1922 while conducting a geological survey prior to construction. 14 years later, on the exact anniversary of Tierney's death, the final death of the project was recorded. It was his son, Patrick Tierney, who, according to the Las Vegas Review-Journal, fell from an electrical tower. Couple finds themselves in the same childhood photo. Amy Maiden and Nick Wheeler were sifting through old family photographs in anticipation of their upcoming wedding, only to discover a striking coincidence: they had unknowingly taken their first picture together as children, 11 years before they had met. Though the two grew up over 300 miles apart in opposite corners of England, Nick's family had been on a beach vacation in Amy's hometown, and the snap of the two shows Amy and her family sitting just feet behind Nick, both playing in the sand. 10-year-old Laura Buxton releases a red balloon, and another 10-year-old Laura Buxton finds it. In a true story told on the Wink podcast Radio Lab, in 2001, a 10-year-old girl named Laura Buxton stood in her front yard with a red balloon. On the side of the balloon, she had written the words, "Please return to Laura Buxton," along with her address. She then released it into a strong wind. The balloon, we now know, traveled roughly 140 miles south before descending, and finally landed in the yard of another 10-year-old girl. The second girl's name? Also Laura Buxton. After getting in touch and explaining the coincidence, the girls decided to meet, and discovered a whole range of uncanny similarities. Not only did they look and dress alike, but both girls had 3-year-old chocolate labs, a grey rabbit, and a guinea pig, and both girls had brought their guinea pigs to the meeting, unplanned.